While Kentucky is widely regarded as the heart of bourbon production, with about 95% of the world's bourbon made there, the bourbon industry has grown beyond its traditional borders. Today, distilleries across the United States are producing high-quality bourbon, each region bringing its own unique characteristics to the table. Kentucky bourbon. Kentucky's unique geography and climate make it an ideal location for bourbon production. The state's limestone-filtered water is rich in minerals and free of iron, which many believe enhances the flavor of bourbon. Kentucky's hot summers and cold winters also play a crucial role in the aging process, as the fluctuating temperatures cause the whiskey to expand and contract in the barrel, extracting flavors from the charred oak. Distilleries like Woodford Reserve, Wild Turkey, and Four Roses have become iconic names in the bourbon world, producing some of the most well-known and respected bourbons. Tennessee bourbon. Tennessee is most famous for its Tennessee whiskey, exemplified by Jack Daniel's, but the state also produces bourbon. The main difference between Tennessee whiskey and bourbon is the use of the Lincoln County process, in which the whiskey is filtered through charcoal before aging. This process gives Tennessee whiskey a smoother, mellower flavor. Some distilleries in Tennessee produce bourbon without using this process, contributing to the diversity of American whiskey. Examples of Tennessee bourbons include those produced by Nelson's Greenbrier and George Dickel. Craft bourbon distilleries. Across the U.S., the bourbon boom has led to the rise of craft distilleries all over the United States, from New York to Texas, Colorado to California. These distilleries often experiment with innovative mash bills, alternative grains, and unique barrel finishes. Many craft distillers focus on creating small batch bourbons that showcase the regional characteristics of their area. For example, Texas distilleries like Garrison Brothers use the state's hot climate to accelerate the aging process, resulting in bold, robust bourbons. Bourbon around the world. While bourbon must legally be made in the United States, its popularity has spread across the globe. Bourbon exports have increased dramatically, with international markets such as Europe and Asia developing a growing thirst for American whiskey. In countries like Japan, where whiskey culture is already well established, bourbon has gained a strong following. Some U.S. distilleries even create special bottlings exclusively for overseas markets. Experimental and regional styles. Beyond traditional Kentucky bourbon, regional distilleries are experimenting with new techniques and flavor profiles. Some are aging bourbon in different types of barrels, such as sherry, port, or wine barrels, to create unique finishes. Others are pushing the boundaries with innovative aging processes or non-traditional grain combinations, giving rise to bourbons with unexpected flavors and aromas. Exploring bourbon's regional diversity allows drinkers to appreciate how climate, water, and distillation practices influence the final product. While Kentucky remains the epicenter of bourbon production, exciting developments are happening in other states, broadening the scope of what bourbon can be.